Hello, hello. Hi, Roy. Welcome in. I see you were here early again. Thank you. Cooking Companions is a visual novel. It is a horror genre visual novel. So those of you who may have weak constitutions may want to consider yourselves warned. I do not know, like, I've only spoiled myself on, like, the very bare minimum I needed to know about it. So I don't know how scary this is gonna get, if there's gonna be, like, jump scares or whatever. I just know it to be... It's a spooky visual novel. It might not be scary at all. It might be the most horrifying thing I've ever experienced. Considering the reviews are middling, I'm gonna assume it falls somewhere in the middle of those two. However, it looks very up my alley. Oh my god!
Woo 9 months.
Wow! Thank you, Honor. Thank you. 9 months, God. I'm doing this too long. Not long enough. I'm not stopping anytime soon. But the ceaseless march of time continues to shock and astound me. So I don't know too much about the game. So I've taken us into spooky glow in the dark mode. And we're gonna find out together. I did get it running. Hang on. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I don't know if the aspect ratio stayed. So it might load in at a funny resolution. Oh, we got sound, but we don't have visual. Hang on. I mean, I don't know. I've never played it before. It might have fan service, it might not. I just tested that the visual on this was working too. Why is it not? Hang on. There we go. Haha. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. You good back there? Okay. So I only kind of know what this game is about, and I can infer from it being a horror genre game, some of the other things that it might be about. I mean, that title is fairly telling, I will be real. If there is not cannibalism involved in this, I will be shocked. So you know, we're gonna we're gonna place a sweeping bet of, like, if there is no cannibalism, we all riot. But let's find out what the hell this is. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I've seen this warning before. Anyone... Those of you with weak constitutions may wish to leave the arena. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Oh man, wait, who was the first guy? We've got Anatoly. These are all great names. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Maria? Mariah? I'm gonna pronounce it Mariah. Because I've known a Mariah who spelled it like that. I can't wait to achoo! Oh, sorry everyone, it must be the dust. Karen. Karen? Karen. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Gregor! Oh my god. Look at this Chad. Oh, look at this dude. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. I guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy! Oh my god, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Oh my god, this dude, he's got a little squirrel on his shoulder. He's got a little buddy. Oh, I can't wait for this to all go to shit. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. The slime molds? I mean, okay. Well, certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. Could be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. Oh my god, Karen's just like, yeah, just eat poison, have fun. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek! Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Dude, recently I watched Cocaine Bear. You don't stand a chance, my man. Like, this guy is setting off death flags so immediately. Number one is Anatoly! Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. Oh, like, I believe thoroughly, though, that this woman can take out a bear. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Wait. So, okay, so I assume they're out camping. Or something. But why are emergency rations the only thing that they have in their stock? Are they just out here? I mean, I guess you want to hunt and forage, guys. Good fucking luck. This can't possibly go badly. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor's gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. I exist? I exist! I've had no mention of me before in this scene, but okay. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. Yeah. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later! Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Oh, okay. Neat. Back to game. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels. Also, I don't know if the stream volume is good. I had to turn it down a bit. I was really, like, blasting my ears out when I first turned it on, so let me know if it needs to be louder. It's all just probably background music anyway, but... Also, hi, Zix! Hi, Porku! We have not eaten anybody yet. I'm still trying to figure out what these people are doing here. I feel like they've placed me in a disorienting beginning on purpose. Do you have any experience making meals? Probably. I'll be honest. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with the knife. Oh, well, I mean, I bet. I'm sure you will show that off. Karen looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. Huh? Karen will remember that! Oh, this is gonna be... You're out drinking? Thank you. You're beautiful as well. You are wonderful. Do. I've noticed a few words here and there. Oh, okay, hang on. I might need to turn up if there's... Oh! Okay. Yep. That happened. Anyways. Okay. Going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. What is the Birmingham experience? Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients to your meal tonight. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? I guess let's check the drawers? There's some dirty knives. They said check the drawers more than once. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. What? It's time! Okay! Chompets, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Okay. Raspberry! Always marry a raspberry. Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompets! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's really making sure that I save. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat-free! You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompets! Let's move out! I mean, okay, so they taught me a vegetarian recipe, which is not what I was expecting. I really thought that this was gonna be like my fever dream that walks me down the path of evil. You wonder if what you just saw was real. I mean, I am. You're slightly worried about what this means to your mental state. Hey! It really is calling me out here. But only slightly. Okay. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. The sudden, like, huge text? What? The taste of deforestation. The emergency supplies! The emergency supplies! Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Are we cooking the Chompets? I hope we're not. We're probably not. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. For a good... What? Cannibalism. What's the difference? What? Wait, what? Okay. Hello, Tom Ed. Welcome in, welcome in. If I saw a box with first aid kit with no capitalization, I'd feel like that's healthcare for bottoms. Fair enough, fair enough. Tell Lewis he's adorable. We're back! More firewood than you'll ever need. You found some wild sorrel. Like, the things they're choosing to bold in this, I'm like, this is gonna be important. Wild sorrel! And then, like, later it's just never gonna come up again, and I'm gonna be really... Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Oh, did you kill it? Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways. Killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Okay, you know what? I love this woman. Ah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Like, the bolding is so powerful on this font. 160 species! 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. Oh, God. No, almost all of them were near the couch. Oh, Christ. I was gonna sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I could sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Aww. Karin and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Wait, what about me? Oh yeah, what are y'all? What are y'all drinking tonight? Is there an occasion you guys are out for, or? Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Well, I kind of figured after the 16 spiders speech that you were gonna make a bet for one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Yeah. Sweet dreams, chump. Okay. My bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Yeah, I wanted to go night mode for the spooky stream today. I don't use it enough. I really should. I see. I can't wait to go to bed and sleep peacefully! Thank you, Card. This tastes pretty good. Okay. You cooked vegetable stew. I sure did. I'm pretty sure this is gonna end in us eating each other, but I don't know how it's gonna get there. Are they just not gonna be... Are they just gonna completely fuck over hunting and we're gonna just burn through our supplies really fast, or... Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. Oh, a nice happy CG scene and everything. You must be a world-class chef. Oh, this is totally just like, it's gonna just flash forward to just me standing there with blood on my hands. It's bland as hell. Karin, tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. You can't take me camping in the woods and then expect my cooking to be good. It's not gonna be good. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Y'all? You guys okay? I see. Add one of those spiders. Yeah, I was gonna say. Her polite ribbing. I'm sorry, that was not polite ribbing. Generic is like a terrible insult to give anybody's effort. Oh, I know they're drunk. Zix said he was out drinking, so I figure he's gonna be silly. I'm just checking in. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. I mean, I know very little about myself as a protagonist. So, day 0, okay, day 1. Alright, interesting. Aww. Hello, Flowey. Welcome in. And the last best day ever. I was gonna say, this is gonna quickly go completely down the drain. How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? Me! Me! I wake up every morning looking like this for roughly 6 hours. Like, when I stream, it is about the time when I'm shifting from this into this. From Mariah to Gregor. It's just... It's about 1 hour till dawn. Oh, Christ. Will you two pipe down trying to sleep over here? Yeah, like, this camping trip is ass. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. I mean, you guys have very curious habits. I feel like I'm missing something really important in this story. Like, you know? Like, I don't feel like people would just go out to a cabin like this without enough food. That's not something people do for fun. Maybe they're dumb? But, like, I feel like there must be something I'm missing. I can't even see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Yeah! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karin's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Wild sorrel. Ah! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout! Oh my god. There's a lot of background you don't get without playing this game multiple times. Oh, we might end up having to do the zoom through find the secrets deal. We'll have to see. What's with you and meat, big guy? I mean, I could ask that question to a lot of people. Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here, so let's leave the fish alone. Are you... Okay, you must be, like, vegetarian, but for ethical reasons, I'm assuming. Yeah, you know I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I had to wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karin. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries! I love blackthorn berries! We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Huh. Don't steal anything, okay? Am I... like... I have so many questions about me as a protagonist, I gotta be real. Alright, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karin leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. Oh, God. Okay. I have so many concerns. The fact that going to the basement is one. Ooh. Do I want to talk with the Chompettes and get to know my hallucinations more? Or do we want to go into the spooky basement? He's just mad because he lost a bet? Oh, I see. Let's do spooky basement. The store goes into the basement. Oh god, the music cutting out and then coming back in? Question mark? There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait- No! You can't do that to me! Hold on. You can't do that to me! Okay, fine. If I can't go into the basement, I'll talk with the Chompettes. Hello! You almost grabbed yourself. The other Chompettes are somewhere in the basement. Oh, so now we have a reason to go into the basement. Hey, Cabbage, do you want to go in the basement? How about some fun cabbage facts? Apparently I'm not into cabbage facts. Great! Cabbage has 24 calories and 100 grams, and it's a great source of vitamins K and C. Purple cabbage has even more vitamin C than green cabbage. Maybe you should ask Anatoly why that is when he gets back. Globally, Russia eats the most cabbage. Pretty cool, right? I should have been a scholar instead of a world-class comedian. I see. Since you've been so patient today, I will give you the Chompette's secret recipe for Lebanese style tabbouleh. Not your normal meal, but I think you'll enjoy it. I see. I'm not sure. The main menu under gallery. Make sure to save beforehand. Okay, I will save again. I will listen closely to you, game. Wait, the gallery under what? The main menu under gallery. Wait. Title screen? Ah, I see. I gotta find out. I'm gonna find out what the deal is with these. Wait, is it under extra? Oh, gallery? Oh. Hang on. I have to squint to read these. With so many cabbage dishes here, how could Cabbage not be the leader of the Chompettes? Heck, she's even in the logo. Just don't let her tell you the complete history of Halupki? What? Pro tip, for an easier time, cut the cabbage in half and then cut the halves into quarters. Cabbage has been cultivated for more than 6,000 years. Wow! He'll make you cry, but also smile. Probably the MVP of the culinary world. Don't tell Cabbage that. You can peel an onion without crying by running it under cold running water. Onions contain sulfur compounds. Huh. No need to butter him up. He'll listen to concerns and belly aching. Just don't let him get stale. Nobody likes him stale. Wait, depends. Pro tip, don't eat too much of it. A combine can harvest enough wheat in 9 seconds to make 70 loaves of bread! Oh my god. Makes me want fresh bread. Always Mary. No exceptions. She's definitely the sweetest of the bunch, so I'll help you out in a jam. Be sure it's a raspberry before eating it. There are over 200 different known species of raspberries, but only 2 are grown on a large scale. Something's seriously wrong with Potato. He insists you learn the Harris-Benedict equation? Why? To peel the meat, use a knife and make a small ring around the center of the potato. Boil the potato for some time, then try peeling it. Every day, over 1 billion people eat at least one potato. What the heck is the Harris... Hold on. Harris-Benedict equation. Metabolic rate calculator. Oh, it's how to find the BMR. Why? I have so many questions. Energetic and always willing to learn, Mariah's can-do attitude is the glue that holds the group together. A lover of animals, her kind heart advocates for leaving them alone. She's got a skill in particle physics and keeping tensions simmered. I challenge you all to a duel. I don't know. What's your weapon of choice? Neither Pipsqueak nor Titan. Fun size. Anatoly is rumored to be a worldly scholar, but that's bogus. He only pretends to read books. He never learned simple addition to subtraction, which is probably why he looks up to Mariah so much. Will you let Mariah have a taste or gobble him up for yourself? Oh my goodness. Herbology and illiteracy. Fascinating. Blue-ass white dragon? Always the optimist, Gregor likes splitting firewood, eating things in one gulp, and helping out his friends. He sounds like me! Gregor's a rare guy with a heart of gold. Will you take it from him? Will I take it from him? He's an optimist and he can reach high shelves. So wait, we've got illiterate that can reach high shelves. Particle physics? Okay. Karen will chew you up and spit you out. If Gregor thinks the glass is always half full, Karen thinks the glass isn't full enough, needs to be cleaned better, and could probably use something stronger than water. She's one tough cookie and a difficult walnut to crack. Maybe you can marinate that away? Machiavellian nature and has a knife. Oh my god. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Oh my god, it's an actual recipe. Yeah, this just looks normal. Yeah. Huh. Okay, there's a lot of CGs. This might be more than a 1-week game. This is probably gonna be a 2 or 3 week game. That said, alright. My work here is done. Chompets! Mosey out! They're in the basement. Can you put me in the drawer? I want to surprise the others later. They're extremely relieved that the cabbage has stopped talking. You shut the drawer as per her request. You look over the supplies and start planning your next meal. Your knife pales in comparison. I see. It really is just Doki Doki, but with recipes instead of poems. Oh, speaking of vibrating, my phone's sound is still on. That's my mistake. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, what have they done? Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not! Wait. Are you the one who's so scared of spiders? You're teasing him about being scared of something. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... Shut up! You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughs so hard that your ears ring. Oh god, she's really going for it, huh? Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard she's about to hyperventilate. Oh, woman, please, stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Oh god, okay. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this gonna be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. Takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. Let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, straining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after. It won't come off. Interesting. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Yep, those are cabbage rolls. So far, nothing too suspect. The fact that they're using real pictures of the food is kind of making me think this is gonna get unsettling later. But we'll find out. Mariah looks optimistic, Karen looks skeptical, and Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. Excellent. Lettuce been region locked? Basically. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Oh. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Oh, that's what's gonna drive me to murder. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Oh, okay. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. I see. Yeah? Okay. So far, 2 days, everything's normal. Everything's fine. Is it looking drearier in here today? Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen! It's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Oh my god, that's so corny, I love it. Tomato soak. Let's go out and prepare for the storm. Okay, so there's gonna be a storm. I feel my original theory about them running out of supplies and this getting really dark really fast is probably what's gonna happen, but we'll see. Foraging should be a key priority today. There's plenty of edible foods and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. My bones do detect the coming storm. It's been raining for a few days. My bones have not been great. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Ryan and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? The spooky divination skeleton says it's probably gonna rain for one more day. At least on my end. But in game, my spooky divination skeleton can't reach that far. I don't know what choice I want to make. I don't know what girl I want to smooch. I don't even know if smooching girls is even really an objective. I guess... Knife wife or cute patoot? I don't know. I feel like knife wife is where I generally tend to swing, but I don't know. Everyone in this game right now is kind of like, I'm trying to think of what their character traits are. You're vegetarian and smart. You're violent and very bitter. And I don't know, you kill spiders, so I am into you, but I'm gonna see what your deal is. Now that I know she knows particle physics, I kind of want to find out if she's got like a secret reason to be here or something. I don't know. Raya is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There's some great books here. Which one's your favorite? These are a lot of my interests. I don't know which of these things I like the best. So if I'm answering honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna pick. We're meeting the companions. We're getting to know our food. I guess the crafting one? Metallurgy is so interesting. Oh, okay. I'm curious about what alloy composition our cauldron is. Oh my god. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. Oh, okay. I think she'll remember that. Oh, it said Karin definitely will remember that, but... Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay? I start to blush a little bit. Of course. A minor compliment. That'll do it. Oh, I'm sorry, Card. I didn't see your suggestion. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Did you find another marmot? Hey. Can you cook something while we're out? Sure. Thank you. Alright, everyone, we have a route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Whoa. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Anything I've seen before? Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. The strange radio. What? Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Okay. I'm gonna save the game again. And this time I'm gonna try to go to the basement, but if it tells me there's no reason to go into the basement, then I don't know, I'll figure something else out. I don't know, I'll check out the bedroom maybe. But we're gonna strong-arm this basement thing. Your imagination runs wild, staring at the basement door. It sure does. You try opening and closing the deadbolt, just in case. You mill around until the others return. Oh my god. Okay, alright. The basement is lame, but it does leave me with a lot of questions. I will check out the bedroom. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? What? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. I think we're the monster. Totally. Like, big time. Mr. Beast just made advertising friendly Saw? That's just an obstacle course. Mariah's back early today. Oh, you don't look well. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Oh, thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. What is that look? What's that face? You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that. Okay, so it's not you think she'll remember that. She definitely will. Okay. Interesting. Maybe you could teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Oh. Hey, guys. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. You have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. No sugar! No! Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out! The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! Such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights, you can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Ah! Guilty! Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct! Oh, God. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? You can't hit him with like an old-timey riddle about hunger. Bread and jam. Alright, you crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Crusty bread! You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. This homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Humgy. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror. but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters, but it won't drown, it won't drown, it won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Did we kill Karen? Oh, no. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door, and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. Yeah. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yeah. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? Just like we saw your report card. Well, we know Anatoly is illiterate. Going to the recipes served a purpose. We know he can't read. We can't leave him to read. It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to... where... It's the first thing you need to understand. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Oh my god, Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. Me and my college courses. You made pizza completely from scratch today? How did it go? Everyone except Anatoly looks horrified. Yeah. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Me! Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. So I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. Ma'am? Looks like we have enough leftover berries from our bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. Cheese, bacon, mozzarella, olives, and mushrooms. Oh, yum! That sounds good. I'm not too into to mushrooms myself, but this just sounds really yummy. Yum. Anyway, speaking of yum, hello! Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. I should tell them about you. Ha! Are your plans going awry? Ha ha ha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Their business is now toast. But that one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milk shake. You let out an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Ha ha! It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year? Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're gonna do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God. Repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right! Chompettes! Move out! Look, if I have to choose between you and my human companions, I'm really sorry, but it's gonna be you guys on the chopping block. You bring crusty bread and jam into the living room. Oh, let's see. Karin interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karin looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karin's right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough? For 5 of us? Wait! We can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their pieces like packs of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. I'll slap you so hard you cough up cornflakes. On the chopping board, yes, indeed. More like Brawberry. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. What? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Okay. So, alright. This has changed a lot. This has changed a lot. This has changed a lot. I was like, oh, they're just going out for a little camping trip and it's gonna go awry. No, they're escaping Ukraine. I'm sorry. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. Huh. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. Ugh! I've seen him reading. The little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I know that she is telling the truth. But do I back him up? Hang on, I'm gonna open my drink while I think. Y'all are gonna get some soda pop ASMR. No, I abstained to make a comment. Yeah. No, I gotta say something, but I don't know what. Oh God, do I rat him out? Like, I don't know what the better move here is because, like, they need correct information, but also I don't know that I necessarily trust Karen. But then again, people are usually agitated when they're fleeing horrible conditions. Maybe I'm being a little harsh on Karen for being as pissy as she is while all of this is happening. Like, while I was thinking this was a camping story, I was like, wow, she's a jerk. Like, she's taking this really seriously. But now I'm like, oh, maybe she's good. I don't know. I'm gonna... Oh, shit. But I don't want to be a dick about it. This line is such a dick move. Oh, God. I think I'm gonna... Oh... Like, both of these are really compelling to me. That's the problem. Do I want them to think that there's a liar among them? Or do I want to maintain harmony? Or do I want to potentially put Anatoly on the spot later? Let's... No, I don't want him to be stuck in his lie. Yeah. You're funny. I keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it, small fry. Karen! Karen smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. But what if it was just me and you? Okay, now I'm suspecting you again. I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization? What? Anatomization book. That's anatomy? Hang on. Anatomization. To cut up carefully so as to show or to examine the structure and use of the parts. Oh, it's a dissection book. Got it. Neat. Love it. Love it. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson, okay? Karen walks away looking very happy. You are definitely sure Karen will remember that. I see. What is your deal, woman? What is her deal? Okay. Yep. Get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa! Incredible! Impressive! I wish we had a deer here. The food getting lower. Let's just skip today's meal. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Vern goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Ooh. 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 Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Now that I'm like, oh god, every single bit of this has been like changing my perceptions on everyone, and so like it's not as easy as like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with Best Girl or something. It's like now I'm like, okay, do I hang out with the guy who I just called out about being illiterate? Do I hang out with the girl who's a scientist fleeing Ukraine? Do I talk to Gregor and find out what his secrets are? What the hell is his deal? And, like, Karen seems really into me. What am I? What am I? I don't know what I am. Who am I? I assume I'm human, but, like, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I'm between Mariah and Gregor on this. I think, ooh. What am I? Oh god. You know what? I'm actually gonna maybe pull this. Because I'm very torn. Who talk? Greg. Mari. Duration, a minute. Aww. Thank you. I try my best. I really want to figure out a way to get the lure to glow, but I need to figure that out. Well, there's a few more seconds of this poll, and I have not been able to improvise the full minute of song. Alas, unfortunate. Please, no. Alright, let's see. Let's see what she has to say. I am pretty hooked on her stuff, like. Oh! Didn't hear you coming. Hello, ma'am? I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great. While you go do that, I'm gonna get some more reading done. Okay. What? Later. You give the drawer a hard yank open. Hello! Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Ha ha ha. Raspberry whispers so quietly. You lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings. Now, would we? Am I just like a giant vegetable as well? Like, am I also a chompette? Am I just a floating lettuce head? You shake your head. Good! Chompettes! Roll on out! You shut the drawer. Bread's buns are rising in quality. Ha ha! Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Oh no. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. You must almost be at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. Wake up. I said, wake up! The rainfall is non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? Me? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. I'll eat a human. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. I feel like I'm like a witch from like an ancient fairy tale of like definitely like Hansel and Gretel level, like, oh, I eat children. Like, rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Karin looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And didn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karin turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Did you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It'll clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on a fake optimism and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Do we try to get all hearts with Mariah, or do we... Maybe we try doing, like, a full route of everybody, because these seem pretty easy to skip through. Brr! It's cold as hell over here! I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Explain to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. I see. Yeah! Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at the stars! How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Mariah will remember that. It'll be a 2-for-1 with the squirrel. No! You thank her and leave the bedroom. Okay. Hey, y'all. It's not looking good. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. I'm probably gonna have to cut someone with a knife. I don't want... I'm most scared that the game is gonna be like, now choose. Who do you eat? Expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few 100 times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person, and Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. Group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Do you have any nightmares tonight? No nightmares? Okay. Good morning! Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. No, I would imagine not. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it'll rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Yeah. Relax, everyone. Let's just see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Think it's said about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Hang on. I wanna do that one. Could you have rationed the supplies better? You crunched the numbers one more time. You could have reduced the amount of vegetables used in the stew. But it was their first day. You had to impress them. Was there anything you could have done differently? Probably not. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. I wonder if they're upset with you. Gregor calls the group over for a meeting. No, I'm gonna go and talk to Mariah. I needed to know what that option would bring me. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Oh! Hey! Immediately! Cool! Gonna get that, I don't know, that cannibalism CGI. How are you holding up? Oh, man. Okay. Save game 2 in like 2 seconds. Is this more difficult than Ukraine? No, not nearly as bad as Ukraine. My father was a farmer, extremely bright, but extremely stubborn. After they took him, we struggled like other families, but people kept calling him a traitor, even after he was gone. Our village went mad from starvation after the rationing got extreme. Parents sending their children to orphanages instead of letting them starve at home. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Eventually, we decided we needed to escape, so we stole supplies until we had enough for the journey. To keep our spirits up, Gregor described it as a vacation. You usually don't face death during a vacation, though. Thanks for listening. Mariah walks away saddened by the memories. You hear Gregor calling everyone together for a meeting. So do we want to go back and get all of the possible dialogue from her before we move on? I think we might. Yeah, let's get a couple other variations on this scene before we go. Better question. How are you holding up? Not very good. It's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. You decided to check out the drawer again. Wait, this is very different. Huh? You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? I have seen the mouse holes. They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'd just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you'd need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With blood waters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. Yep, that's the equation. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on someone here. Mariah. Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'd need about 1,388 calories daily, but that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say, swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly. Which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully, we'll never have to speak again. Okay? We shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Okay, so that only happened on that second dialogue option. I'm gonna load again, but I think that may have been the correct path? Question mark. So I might, depending on how this last one goes, I might reload again and get the survival talk again. Not very good. Yeah. I've been having terrible nightmares at night. Children crying, screams coming out of the basement. I even had one where I was floating around, lunging at people, seeing their eyes full of terror. I don't believe in ghosts, but the dream made me feel like one. I don't like it here. Anyway, at least I'm not the only one having trouble with this. Thanks. Mariah wanders away from you. You decide to check out the drawer again. Okay. So this time, wait. Okay. So, So this one had, Mariah will definitely remember that. And then I checked out the drawer, I got this. The good old Harris-Benedict equation. I'll never forget that one now. I don't think any of us could take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen. His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably be the best at climbing trees out of all of us. Oh yeah, Potato did call the swimming. Oh god. That wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch legs, so you could tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. Oh, God. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Oh, God. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karen? Will it be... Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah, it's okay. Oh, no. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground and scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She's looking at me! She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. Yeah, she's definitely not gonna make it. Oh, God. I can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin! I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. I just got an achievement that says dead to me. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize. The other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karin. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karin. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. Where is the squirrel? So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karin, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Your waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. I'm... Karin's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back. She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Well, we're saving that. Gregor, how you doing? Gregor seems to be coping through knitting. Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. I know it's what Mariah would have wanted. Don't you think? Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Mariah outside, saying something I can't make out. It comes out in gasps, like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear her crying, and I never heard Mariah cry. Have you heard Mariah at night? Have I? No. Oh. I'm starting to lose it then. Please don't tell the others, okay? Absolutely, Gregor. Your secret is safe with me. Thank you. It's probably just the sounds of the storm anyways, right? Gregor will remember that. Okay. Yep. You leave Gregor to his delusions. Yep. Hate that. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I'd kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Good morning. Karin's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? I guess. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Very small. Where did you get that? You ignore Karin's question. What's that smell? Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Gonna read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karin leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Hey! Hello! We're playing a horror game today. We're doing some spooky stuff. We have woken up in the middle of the night with meat that we did not have before. We can pretty well assume where that came from. Let's speak with Anatoly. You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? Yeah. Yay! You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. Meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, I don't think I've never had rabbit or horse, but I have had a little bit of buffalo. We have a farm near us, or a ranch near us, that raises buffalo. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. It's gotten into you, Anatoly. Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging, bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. Grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It'll taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. Looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. Do You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? Explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Ugh! How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly. Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. Oh yeah. I can't do really good voices, so I really had no idea what to do for blended face Anatoly. You go to bed ravenous. That sounds... Okay, I hear whispers, but I can't tell what they say, and I think it's not English, but it might be a language that exists. I'm just not sure. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Hey! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me! Onion! Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's gonna cave to peer pressure! Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses.
Onion!
That was a lie! Fun factoid of that myth? People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor around 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways. You know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? I can't remember. I could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It'll be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She could be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and you don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me. Okay? You could trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I get to skate around in the frying pan tomorrow. Later! Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Oh yeah, it could be Ukrainian, you're right. Because I'm assuming it's her voice because I started to hear it once she was gone. Stop Anatoly from leaving. You stink and confirmed ghosts. Moving on. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him. So you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him only the things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You'd see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? I want to talk to the Chompettes. I could use some recipes right about now. None of the fun Chompettes are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. And nothing can we call our own but death, and that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices, even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these 4. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. You here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. I unlocked potatoes recipe. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Yeah. I'm gonna save and check it. Alright. Cannibalism time.
Whee! Cabbage!
Oh, hey! The jump scares have little things. That's great. That's great. Wait, Onion was missing? I'll check in the title screen when it... Okay, hang on. Slaughter stew. 2 arms separated at the shoulder, 2 legs separated near the hip, and 1 cauldron of water. Oh yeah, what was the alloy composition of our cauldron? Yep. That'll do it. That's how you cook a human. Let's see. I don't know if they'll come out again. Hang on, maybe if I... Yep. Ah, it's fine. Actually, we could go back to the title screen and check. Oh yeah, Onion's gone!
Cabbage!
Yeah, Onion's just gone. Well, that's ominous. They'd said about it being too dangerous to go out, too. What the hell is happening? Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Onion? More like on out. Oh. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Oh, I didn't even have the choice. I didn't even have the choice. Oh. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, no. Anatoly has left the cabin! No! Oh. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. What? Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. What? Guys? Gregor! No! There might be more than a bromance based on that reaction. Are you okay, man? I mean, look, regardless, you're gonna be very upset when you're scraping from the floor. Oh, great. Hey! Found you. Oh, what does Bread have for me? Explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Ha. Anyway, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes! Sure! You nod. Ha ha ha. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small... You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and then set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or... Ah, you found some meat! Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone. Cutting each slice fairly thin, you brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karin runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karin grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ah! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karin is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch. Try to keep the food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karin leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. You're stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karin. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Necropsy. Another term for autopsy. Cool. I kind of figured. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karin pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another? Why wait for him to come back? Karin hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Man. Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. Can we lie? Ooh. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we can lie. I think so, because sometimes the protagonist has definitely taken agency away from us. So I'm not sure if we can lie. I'm not even sure if we can choose if we're going to lie. Like, I want to protect Big Lad. However, I don't know if the protagonist wants to save Gregor. I will try to lie. Yes. I knew you would. Thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Gregor's mug. I cannot lie, apparently. I'm gonna see what happens when I say no. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god! So you over soon, Gregor. Oh my god. Nope. Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. What? I'm just leaving him? I'm just leaving him? Well. Wake up, sleepyhead. Hey. I see that silhouette by your hips. That's Mariah. You're having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh my god. Well. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? She fed him, yeah, And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so I'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? No? Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing, coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get the smell taste out of my mouth. She's gonna keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's gonna torture me again. You know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please. Consider it my dying wish. Sure. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Oh, man. Dude! You watched the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs! Oh, God! What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. Oh my god. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important that you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck! Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? I can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen? You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. We'll check the cupboards. I open a few drawers. They're empty? Must have been full of the dishes that are piling up. Yikes. I open another. This one has a little dried blood in it. This drawer is empty too. Are all of these empty? More empty cupboards. These would have been great places to store spare meat. You completely missed underneath the sink. On the left side, the letter L is engraved. Who wrote this? Okay. There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Actually, there's more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings, so there's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings now. Dust is pretty thick back here. Cobwebs, rat droppings, and dust. This should really be cleaned. Yep, still filthy. You definitely aren't cleaning up anything. Yep, you need to find Cabbage. I noticed an engraving of the cabin on the wall, with an X in the center. Is there treasure here? You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah! You found me! Well done! As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. L and X. I see. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up, you'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key! There it is! That's the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. The basement entrance key? What? There are 2 basement keys! Okay! Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes, find Onion! But Onion was missing. Where's Onion? Guys, where's Onion? What happened to Onion? Found him! Oh, don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion! Today, I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Mr. Ash is here. Hang on. Meow. Yeah. Meow meow. My model starts to wiggle around. It's because he's walking in front of the camera right now. Hey! What's wrong? Are you upsetty spaghetti, Mr. Ash? Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross! Are you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You're telling you the truth. Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. Oh, Onion didn't hear about any of this. But yikes! That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Oh, I see. I see what you are. I see what you are. You're all becoming chompettes. Anyways. There's, yeah, the 5 people in one night. There is coincidentally 5 chompettes. Didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Onion has joined the party.
Hello.
Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread. The one and only. Chompettes! Let's move out. Here's a theory of the chomp. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Three chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache and your face is feeling numb. And your legs aren't moving. Oh well, you do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Yep. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. But God said only ghosts. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. I would believe it. We probably are Baba Yaga. Like, the similarities are very, very striking. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Ow. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite chompette. Bread! Don't you loaf me. Ha ha ha. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about the gathering of the chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this? You're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Brad, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the chompettes down. Ah ha ha. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Brad has joined the party. Yay! That's great, Brad. 3 people have died. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's, go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes! Mosey out! They locked me in a wooden cabin. Oh, yeah, okay. I will do a big stretch and take a chat and first break. Blech. Thank you. Oh, I've got a terrible crick in my neck today. Oh my goodness. Like, it's really been starting to hurt. I actually might take some ibuprofen real quick to see if that makes it a little better. I think I slept on it wrong, and that's what's going on. You ever just wake up on the wrong side of the bread and eat all your roommates, you know? It's okay. It's all good. Oh, God. Oh, well, I hope it wasn't an emergency. God. I used to have 3 housemates. Now I've only got 1 flatmate. Don't ask what happened. Yeah, that's fair. Once you're awake for so long, like, when I get up to feed Ash, often I have to, like, lay around for a bit before I feel tired again, and then I fall back asleep. She just wanted to say hi? Oh my God. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor! Yay! 2 more to go! You go check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry! Oh, wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap! The red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes! Let's hide out! All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karin creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karin's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karin looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? I would never betray the Chompettes. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karin descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. You slept in today. The pounding is completely stopped. You really need to...
You got your baited.
Fucking got her. I feel like there's gonna be a jump scare right after you decide to open your eyes. Fucking got her. There's totally gonna be a jump scare. Come on. Nope. Must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. I hope I didn't sleep unlock the basement door. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out. Okay. And the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. This is a terrible thing to get a tutorial for this far into the game. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see that glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage.
Hey, Cabbage.
Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Oh, I do tell her about it. Okay, never mind. I read that as her dialogue. Tell me about the candle being blown out. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door! Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. What am I missing here? Now if you'll excuse me, need to conduct the next secret Chompette meeting. Later! You quickly make your escape. Okay, cool, neat. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Oh man, just gonna leave Car in there to marinate, huh? We need to find Potato. Oh yeah, hey, wake up, sleepyhead. Karin? Just your imagination again. Karin can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Huh. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move out immediately, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. Oh my god, the rain has stopped outside. You decide to look out the window. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karin would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karin's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Oh my god. Hey, Karin? Sorry, you're totally super dead. You're jerky by now. Clouds have parted, the rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. Go to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. It's making that noise. It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... That's an eye. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, it hasn't been 3,000 days. Nonsense. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen, it probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decided to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. Pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Great! Love that. Anatoly. The fuck am I looking for? It's gonna jump me, isn't it? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door, and I will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. There was a head in the window. I saw that. 100%. You sleepwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. In that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yeah. I'll tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Is that the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for the Chompets. Just for me. You head for the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. She's definitely gonna be some kind of supernatural being. She wants to become what we are. She still has our knife. Fuck. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Nothing to be scared of. Something is approaching. I don't like it. I don't like it. Eee! Eee! Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Oh, why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. Thank you for being kind to me. I didn't believe the whispers at first. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Definitely gonna be a ghost. Oh, man. Oh. I'm gonna have to do everybody's routes to know how they are at the end. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. She's totally gonna kill me. The air pressure down here feels greater. Oh, God. Getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. It's gotta be Anatoly. Jump scare? Jump scare? Oh. Thought she'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Yes, there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh! She's just below us. Waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karin might be alive down here. But you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. If you start having a full-on conversation with a potato, I'm leaving. Yeah, fair enough.
Look behind you.
Oh, look behind me. Cool. Love that.
Hello.
Hello! You've come so far. Proud of you. As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there.
Boy, boy.
Honest.
Boy.
Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. Ha ha ha. You can't sneak up on me.
Raspberry.
But sneaking up on you? Extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry! That was pretty cruel even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them. They could probably grow potatoes. Ha ha ha! We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Aren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. If you get lost down here later, please, avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us.
Boy, boy.
I wouldn't call it a change of heart because you never really had one, Potato. You should have brought it down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes! Let's help out. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Oh! Let's end this. Okay. Really quick, I'm gonna pull up a save. Neato. Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. Oh my god. I'm in combat for the first time. Attack. I attack Karin with a lunge. Oh my god, I barely land the soft punch. Oh no. I've started to bleed. Karin laughs at me. Won't be burying you. I try throwing a punch. She easily dodges it. Oh no. Karin takes a break to study you. Karin readies the knife. What? I tried to dodge! Oh, I see. Let's see. Do the Chompettes heal? Hey, as leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out! Cabbage has filled you with hope. You gain 5 HP! Only 5 HP?! Are you talking to yourself again? Karin clenches the knife. You're gonna taste better than Anatoly. Fuck! Your arm is bleeding. Karin laughs at you. Won't be burying you. Oh my god. Hey, Chompettes! Hey, it's me, Onion! No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood, gross! Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck! Onion's words make me feel only a little bit better. Oh, this was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karin looks confused, though. Karin goes completely silent. Shit, I don't know. I dodge! Oh! Should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. Oh my god! Woman? I stumble into the wall, nearly breaking a bone with the impact. I'm just gonna keep dodging. I'll snap those legs like twigs! Karn's looking winded. Chompets! Help out! Glad to see you still have it all these years. Still quick! Is this a reminder of Potato in the room? Of course! He wasn't as dangerous as the red-haired woman, though. Just an absolute loser. Oh, Potato was the Karin of the 5. Inside voices, Cabbage. Ah! Might not have to keep this charade going much longer, Potato. Seeing the Chompets argue like humans again makes you feel a little better. I gained 5 HP. Karin furrows her brow. Just rest. Oh! This is over. Just rest. Ah, shit. Chompets! Hey, it's me! Onion! Just finishes in one swift motion like with Potato. I was just surprised that day, that's all. Doubt that. Onion thinks you could do it again. That's vaguely assuring. Rot in hell. Eventually, Potato. You gain 5 HP. Oh, hello! Karin's seething. That's a very large mouth you have. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna eat those ears first. Oh, great. She devours your body on the floor of the basement. Your corpse lasts a week. The end! Took you long enough. Okay, it's just gonna reload the fight. Okay, cool. That's... Oh! I am watching out for that knife! I dodged! Wow! Should have never left you Oh, if I just don't fight her, does she say different things? Oh no, I don't think I could just spam dodge. I don't think it's gonna work. No. Hang on. I'm gonna load. Let's Chompets first. Oh, well, never mind. Chompets is just a heal. Will I fit in the cauldron? I just want to know what happens if I just keep talking to myself, you know? I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep, but they help. I'm secretly everybody's favorite Chompet, but I owe all of this to my cousin Cornbread. Raziel. You point out that Raziel was one of Onion's relatives. Oh, it's getting harder and harder to recall my long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, good luck. Bread. You gained 5 HP. You started to bleed. Always Mary Raspberry is a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now, and I've never acted Mary. Correct? I nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this. Feel a flood of emotions from the Chompets. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. Your bones feel quicker, like your reflexes are improved. The Chompets have imbued a second wind inside of you. You get ready for Karin's next attack. Oh my god! Oh! Going through Chompette dialogue? Did it? What? Karin quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. I guess. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of a decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karin's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of a door frame in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karin's presence close by. Is that all of them? Yeah, I think so. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karin? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you. She will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You rockin' stone! You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Wow. Let's do it. Desecrated corpses. Reap what you have sown. Do it. Well.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I said no and plunged further into darkness.
With you again.
Oh my god. Y'all. I gotta say, the music in this fucking game slaps. Like, I really, really liked the soundtrack specifically. I'm still kind of figuring out what I think of all the writing, and I feel like I have to do more, like, runs of this to make sure. But, hi, Zix! How are you? Did you have a good time? Hello, me. Hello, gorgeous you. Have you filled yourself up with booze? I hope you've had a good night. Good. I mean, really, the real monster was me all along, and I feel like I just kind of took her down the path of evil. I'm kind of thinking of doing her path next to see what that differs, you know? I wonder if there's a way to get, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, what different combinations I should try to go for. I assume that I should, get, like, max hearts with as many people as I can. Oh my god, please, yes. I'll do it. My boy! It's my boy! Eee! It's a great emote. I love it. I love it so much. And me! The horrible eldritch being that devoured everything. Not done yet, it says. No, there's no way I'm leaving it on that. I have to know all the... Oh, there's more dialogue! You hear talking upstairs, thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Her cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Oh my god! Zix! Thank you! Aww. You warm my heart. Thank you, Zix. Wait, this is... Oh my god, this is the prologue. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? Oh, Christ! No, it was never a wholesome camping trip. You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly. We came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Aw. Years earlier? Oh, do I hear Mister? Meow! Rena, check it out! A cabin? All the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago, don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rena. Sun's setting. Let's take shelter here, just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Oh, there's some snacks in here. Bolek. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll head back to... Where is that? Hang on. Where is this? And how is it pronounced? I might ask Google for the pronunciation. It's a town in Poland. It does not have a pronunciation listed. Wikipedia, how do I pronounce this? It's not gonna tell me. Please. Mr. Ash. You are so cute, but you are so in the way. Yeah. Yeah, they have the same, the text around their name is the same colors as the Chompettes. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Nerd! Thank you, Zix. Oh my god, no! Did you lock the door? All set! Could you see him out the window? No, he probably went back to town. Is anyone here? Oh my god, they have whole ass sprites? No, yelled and stomped around, nothing. This cabin's abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax, it's gonna be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire! There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need them. Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Got one of Raziel's classics for you. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Mr. Ash, come here. Come here. I can't have you walking on that. Let's split up and search the cabin. See if we can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Rena, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. So wait. There's Rena, who is Raspberry. Bread is this kid, and onion is this kid. Cabbage is Selena? I suppose that leads us to wonder who the last one is. Mr. Ash, where'd you go? I heard him yelling. Aw. After this I'll wrap up and I'll see what he wants. Alright everyone, let's move out! Yay! Help a team by searching the cabin for supplies. Oh no. Your bond with Selena, Oleg, and Bolek is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. Who do you want to help out first? Oh no! Alright. I guess we're doing this next time. Because there's a whole ass other thing to do, and then we'll do more routes. Oh my god. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it here, and we're gonna see what the hell this is. I feel like I've just cracked into like, oh, now the prologue is over, now we get to the real shit. Oh my god. Alright, let's see, what announcements do I have before we wrap up? Monday, I'm dragging Zix through hell. We're gonna do Mortuary Assistant again. I'm making him sit in the back seat. I'm making him watch. So Monday, we will be doing that. I might not be able to stream Wednesday. I'm not sure. I want to stream Wednesday if I can. No, it's Tuesday my mom is coming back, so I can stream Wednesday. Okay, we will have the Wednesday stream. I have to figure out what my Thursday and Saturday are looking like. But I'm going to try to fit this in next week. Since we're in spooky month, we may as well get a bunch of spooky games in. Ideally, I will be able to squeeze this in on either the Friday or the Saturday, and I will probably still be able to make it to Stardew. So I will get my schedule out as soon as I can, but I want you guys to know, in case finding out my schedule takes longer than usual, we will definitely be here on Monday for Mortuary Assistant. It's gonna be great. Zix will probably be so mad at me, but I'm going to be strong. I will hold his hand and tell him it will be okay when the evil shadow monster rips us into the ground and tears us limb from limb. It'll be great. No, I want him to have a good time. I'm actually worried he won't, but like, yeah, it'll be good. Let's see who is online while we're here. We are gonna raid. Oh, who do we have? I don't know who I want to raid. Chonky's doing VR chat. She's adorable. Yeah, I think I want to go in and gush over how adorable Chonky's 3D model is. Aww. Y'all are the cutest. Stop it. Alright. I will see you guys on Monday at the latest. And I will get you guys updated as soon as I can about what the rest of the week is gonna look like. Until then, have a lovely weekend, mortals. And I will see you around. Bye-bye. I love you all.